Hey guys, partial troll. But before I tell you why only partial, chapstick time, you know this. You know this. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, my name is Dion. If you are new here, thank you for being here. If you like shenanigans, you like trollness, you like goofiness, silliness, seriousness, makeup, skincare, beauty over 50, I'm 51. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Partial troll today because I only put on concealer. I'm trying a new shade in the Sephora. I feel like I'm yelling. A new shade in the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum, and this one is 13.5 Ginger Snap. So I put that under my eyes, and I put a little right here as well. That was really red. And I lightly set it with translucent powder. I'm thinking this might be a little too peachy for my under eye area. You know, and while I'm here, which is not the video, this is Ginger Snap. That's what I have on now. What I usually wear is 11.5 Butterscotch. And sometimes it does make me look a little bright under my eyes. And so this is Butterscotch. Sometimes, but not all the time, because sometimes it's a little too dark for my under eye, is the number 13, which is Cream Caramel. And I'm going to put this on the other side of Ginger Snap. So this is Caramel. So 11.5 Butterscotch, 13.5 Ginger Snap, 13 Caramel, Cream Caramel. So I'm thinking it's a little too peachy. And I should have grabbed something to wipe this off before it dries up on the back of my hand, and I did not. So that's what I was trying. Granted, when I do put on foundation, this is the brush I use for the concealer. I don't put foundation directly under my eye, but after I do my face, whatever residuals on the brush, I do pat it around my under eye area just to, you know, blend in and make sure the concealer is blending in with the foundation. And so it may be able to work or it may not. So I'm going to just keep looking at this throughout the day, and also when I do wear foundation, to see if I'm still thinking it's looking a little peachy. And I don't think it's concealing much because of the tone. Because sometimes it does cover my double bag over here, and this is not even covering that. And I know concealer isn't supposed to cover bags. It covers discoloration. But at the same time though, when I used 11.5 Butterscotch, because it does brighten a little bit, it does conceal the bag a little bit too. And so that's not what this video is about. I'm already sweating. This video is me trying the Viseart Coy palette. I am looking at this and I was wondering this morning, like, do I even want to try it, or do I just want to give it away? Because I'm thinking it's going to be too cool toned for my liking. The colors are absolutely beautiful. I've been looking at videos on YouTube again. There's not that many of them. And I'm looking at the complexions of the people who are wearing them, and I'm like, I don't know if that'll work for me. They all did pair it with another palette, which you kind of have to, unless you don't have to. But this is all satin, and most people have paired it with a Viseart matte palette. So I'm going to pair it with the Viseart Warm Mattes for my crease shade and maybe underneath my lower lash line. I'm not sure. And so I'm going to do the lid colors first. So this is Coy. This is Viseart Warm Mattes. And I'm going to start with primer, of course. So this is just an experiment to see what I think of this palette. And so I'm just on the fence, and I'm really questioning, you know, how much use am I going to get out of this palette? Now watch me apply it and love it, and all of that will just be garbage. And I think I'm going to do one look on each eye just to get a feel for the different colors and how they show up on me, and whether or not I end up thinking it's too cool for me. So I think I'm going to take this yellow here and put this on the first half of my lid. I'm looking at this and thinking I can do columns instead of trying to mix around. And so that's what I'm just now looking at. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this column on one eye and maybe this column on another eye. That will be simple. And maybe throw this in with this column. That's what I think I'm going to do. So for right now, we're going to take this shade here as an inner corner and brow bone highlight. And I'm not using any base. I'm not using mixing medium. Oh, this is pretty. This is like a purplish pinky type of something or other. But in the pan, to me, it just looks silver, but it's not. So I don't think that's suitable for brow bone highlight. I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I will try to remember to put what number the shade is below in case you do have this palette. And that one is extremely sheer. So now we're going to go in with this one here, and we're going to go next to the one we just placed. I'm going to go in with this purple shade. I think it's purple. It might go on and look something different. And we're going to put that in the outer corner. So that's what we have so far. I'm going to dip into this color down here. Sorry for any glare. And I'm going to use the tip of the brush, the angle side tip, and use that as a brow bone highlight. This is looking pinky purple to me as well. But in the pan, it looks white. This is strange to me. I'm going to take that as a brow bone highlight over here as well. The color is just throwing me off because in the pan, it looks white. And I don't even, do you see that? You see that purple pinky color? That's this right here. That is like really, and this side, I don't even think it showed up at all. Yeah, there it is, just a little bit. That is really just throwing me off. It's weird. Not weird, but whatever. So I'm actually going to take this shade here and put that on the first half of the lid in the corner. I kind of want to do greens now instead of doing this column over here. So I'm not sure. So right now we're taking this color and we're going to place that here. I'm going to take this shade here and put that next to what we just did, wiping off that brush. So we're going to put this here. If you have this palette, let me know what you think about it. If you've done looks, if you've done videos, you know, link them below because I would love to see them. Because as I said, there's not many videos on YouTube with this. I'm just blending this in with that first shade. I want to use these greenish colors. I'm going to take this one and we're going to put this next to that whatever shade it was. I'm not good at describing colors. I want to say yellow, but then some of them are showing up different on my skin than in the pan. We're going to take this shade down here and we're going to put that out here. So that is what we have. Okay, we're going to put this away. Going into the Warm Mattes 10 palette, and we're going to take, like we usually do, going to take this shade here for, or which one did I say? This one. As our transition crease shade. And initially we're going to press, and I'm tapping it because the Fenty primer is a tacky primer, and I'm not always able to just go in and sweep color on because it gets stuck. The brush gets stuck and then it skips. Okay, but now that it's placed, I can go in and blend. And so if I wanted something really easy, simple, I can just do this and we can just be done. But we're not going to be done. I'm going to take this shade down here just to deepen up. I want to use a different brush. I'm going to take a Scott Barnes brush, this one, and we're going to go into, which one do I want to use? We're going to take this one down here in the corner, and we're also going to put that in our transition just to add a little more definition. Not a lot of it, just a little, very lightly, just a little. I'm going to go in with this shade. I don't want to do that under my lower lash line. What do I want to do? Just for giggles, we're going to take this matte yellow. I do not have primer on underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to close that up. I'm going to go back into the Coy palette, and I'm going to take this yellow, since I've seen people putting these shades over similar matte shades, and so we're going to put that there. And because there's no primer under here, that will affect how it looks. We're going to take that blending brush and we're just going to sweep, no additional color. So this is basically it. So we used how many shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've used 9 out of the 12 shades in here on their own over primer. What do you think? I think right now these are a little too cool for me. I also think these would be awesome if you're doing a halo eye, popping one of these on the center of your lid. I think that would be really great for that. I'm looking down here in the mirror, and I do like that the colors did show up for them to be watercolors. So I do like that they did show up on my skin tone. I'm really liking this combination, these colors, this purple and this pink. I'm really liking that. This shade really threw me off because look at that. That's like a purplish pink, but in the pan it looks like it's white. And so that threw me off. I am liking the transitions of the different greens over here and the yellow. But I have similar shades that'll give me a little more depth and that are warmer. And so I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to figure this out because then this video will be longer than it needs to be. But let me know what you think. I am going to play with this again over other shadows and also adding a mixing medium or additional primer or something. Let me know what you think of these looks and how these colors are for my skin tone. I'm not easily offended. It's not a trick question. So if you're like, okay, those are too cool for you, just say so. If you're thinking they're beautiful, oh my, excuse me. I had the hiccup and I was trying to talk through it. How rude. So just let me know what your thoughts are, not only just on the looks, but how the looks look on me. And it may be difficult because I'm partial troll. I get that. I understand. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go. I am seriously babbling. And you will see me in the next video. Thanks. Bye.